Welcome to Module 3, where we focus on copywriting for high-converting emails. In this module, you'll learn how to craft emails that not only grab your readers' attention, but also build trust and drive them to take action. The goal here is to help you write emails that truly connect with your audience and boost your conversion rates. Let's dive in and start mastering the art of persuasive email copywriting. When we talk about why email copy matters, it's important to remember that your words are what turn attention into action. Simply getting someone to open an email isn't enough. Opens mean nothing without real engagement. The words you choose shape not only clicks but also conversions, helping to guide your audience toward taking the next step. Strong, well-crafted copy goes beyond just immediate responses. It builds lasting trust with your readers. This is exactly what we'll focus on in Module 3, copywriting strategies designed specifically for high-converting emails. Understanding this will be key to improving your email marketing results. Here, we focus on a crucial element that many teams overlook before launching their campaigns: the preview text. This small piece of text plays a powerful role by creating a sense of curiosity. It's an open loop that your reader wants to close. Essentially, it hints at something important that might be missing, drawing the reader in to learn more. In our case, we identified a key gap that was causing conversions to stall, and by addressing it, we discovered how one small tweak dramatically improved email performance. While I won't give away all the details just yet, this tease sets the stage for what's coming next. This is exactly the kind of insight you'll find in Module 3, where we dive deep into copywriting techniques specifically designed to boost your email conversions. The first sentence of your message is crucial because it sets the tone and determines if your audience will continue reading. A strong opening line grabs attention immediately, drawing people in. For example, consider this: most abandoned carts aren't lost due to price, but because the buyer got distracted. That insight highlights how important it is to engage readers right away to keep them focused. This idea is central to Module 3, where we dive into copywriting techniques for crafting high-converting emails. Remember, the strength of your opening can make all the difference. Here we're looking at the Problem Agitate Solve framework, which is a powerful way to craft persuasive messages. First, you start by naming the pain your reader already feels, something they recognize and can relate to. For example, still spending hours every week manually sending follow-up emails? This immediately connects with their frustration. Next, you agitate that pain by showing the real cost of leaving the problem unresolved. You might say, that delay means warm leads go cold, replies slip through the cracks, and revenue gets left behind. This highlights what's at stake and makes the issue feel urgent. Finally, you offer a solution, a clear, outcome-focused next step. In this case, it might be, use our automated sequence to send timely follow-ups that keep prospects engaged and moving toward purchase. This simple structure helps turn pain points into motivation for action. When it comes to email copy, the rule of 3 is a powerful tool. First, 3 points create a clear and easy-to-follow structure. This helps readers scan the email quickly and understand the main message without having to search for details. Second, 3 benefits are easier to remember than a long list. People tend to forget information when they're overwhelmed, but limiting to 3 keeps it memorable. Finally, 3 supporting ideas build momentum toward a single call to action. This provides enough proof to persuade readers without overwhelming them. So, using 3 key points in your email copy makes it clearer, more memorable, and more effective at driving action. Here, we're focusing on the different types of social proof that can help boost the effectiveness of your email copywriting. Social proof is essential because it builds trust and credibility with your audience. Customer reviews and client testimonials offer direct feedback from users, showing real experiences and satisfaction. Case studies provide in-depth stories that highlight how your product or service has solved specific problems, giving concrete examples. Expert endorsements add authority by featuring recommendations from recognized professionals. Results and metrics demonstrate tangible success, which can be very persuasive. Altogether, choosing the right type of social proof allows you to tailor your message and significantly increase your email conversion rates. When we talk about what to test in your email campaigns, it's crucial to focus on variables that really move the needle. First up is the subject line. This is what opens before any of your copy is even seen. So getting this right is key to getting those initial opens. Next is the preview text. It adds important context and can significantly lift your open rates by sparking curiosity or clarifying the message. Then we have the opening line of your email. This determines whether readers will keep scrolling through your content or lose interest immediately. Moving down the email, the CTA copy plays a vital role. It changes click intent by offering clarity and a sense of urgency, helping drive the actions you want. Where you position your CTA also matters. It affects not just visibility, but also the natural flow of the email and when conversions happen. Lastly, the send time influences how much attention your email gets, since it matters when inbox competition shifts throughout the day. Each of these elements works together to create a high-converting email, so testing them thoughtfully is essential. When we're measuring what moves the funnel, it's crucial to focus on the metrics that truly matter. These key numbers help us understand how well our emails are performing and where we might need to improve. First, the open rate shows us if our subject line and sender name are compelling enough to get that initial click. Without a good open rate, the rest of the email doesn't even get a chance. Next, the click-through rate tells us whether the content and call to action inside the email are strong enough to keep recipients engaged and motivate them to take the next step. Then, the conversion rate is the most important indicator. It directly shows if our email led to a meaningful business outcome, like a sale or sign-up. Finally, we have the unsubscribe rate, which acts as a warning sign. A rising unsubscribe rate often means our emails might be missing the mark in terms of relevance, frequency, or tone, signaling that we need to adjust our approach to keep our audience satisfied and interested. Tracking these 4 metrics closely helps us optimize our campaigns and create high-converting emails. Let's talk about responsive email templates and the constraints they place on our copy. First, when layouts stack on smaller screens, the text still needs to work perfectly. That means we should always lead with the payoff. The most important value and call to action should come first because mobile devices often hide the lower sections. Next, keep headlines tight. Shorter lines wrap more cleanly, making them easier to scan across different devices. Finally, write modular sections. Each block of content should be able to stand alone when columns collapse, ensuring the message remains clear no matter how the layout shifts. This approach helps us create high-converting emails that look great and communicate effectively on any device. When we talk about your brand voice, it's essential to think about how you want to come across to your audience. First, being friendly means sounding warm and human, like a trusted guide rather than just a scripted brand. This helps establish a genuine connection. Next, professionalism is key. Your emails should feel polished, clear, and credible, which builds trust and shows dependability. Then, being bold means expressing confidence and getting to the point quickly without sounding harsh or aggressive. Finally, being helpful is all about leading with value before promotion, so your audience feels that you genuinely want to assist them. This approach naturally builds trust and encourages engagement. These elements combined create a strong foundation for crafting high-converting emails. Here, we're looking at how the tone of our message can change depending on the audience segment, even though the core offer remains the same. The key is to keep the message consistent, but adjust the voice to connect better with different readers. First, we have a formal tone. This version is clear, polished, and professional, perfect for audiences who expect a straightforward, no-nonsense style. The message, our new email analytics dashboard, is now available. Explore the latest reporting tools today. It's direct, but maintains a level of professionalism that builds credibility. Next, the conversational tone is warmer and more approachable. It says, your new email analytics dashboard is live. Take a look and see what your numbers are saying. This feels more like a friendly invitation and creates an engaging, direct connection without losing clarity. Finally, the playful tone adds a bit of energy and personality. With lines like, good news, your shiny new analytics dashboard just dropped. Go give those metrics a peek. It's light and memorable, making the message stand out in a fun way. By tailoring tone while keeping the same message, we effectively speak to different audience types, increasing the chances of engagement and conversion. This slide outlines the educational series designed to build authority step by step. We begin with the basics, focusing on core concepts which lay a solid foundation for understanding. Next, we address common mistakes and show how to avoid those pitfalls, helping learners develop good habits early on. Then, we move on to practical methods. This is where we apply frameworks to real-world situations, making the learning actionable. Following that, we break down real examples to identify patterns, which deepens comprehension through analysis. Finally, we advance to expert strategies, aimed at scaling mastery and refining skills to a professional level. This structure is part of Module 3, which focuses specifically on copywriting for high-converting emails, ensuring that the learning journey is comprehensive and effective. When it comes to recovering lost sales from cart abandonment, the key is a well-timed and strategic email sequence that gently nudges customers toward completing their purchase without overwhelming them with the same message. The first email should be sent within hours of abandonment and focus on bringing the customer back quickly. Here, it's important to show the item they left behind, reduce any friction, and make the checkout process seem as easy as possible. The second email, sent 24 to 48 hours later, introduces an incentive. This could be a discount, free shipping, a bonus offer, or reassurance that reduces risk. The goal here is to give them a compelling reason to act now, making the offer more attractive and increasing the chance they'll return to complete their purchase. Finally, the third email, sent around 72 hours after abandonment, serves as the final push. This message should create a sense of urgency by reminding customers what they're leaving behind and ending with one clear call to action. This step helps to close the sale by encouraging immediate action. Taken together, this sequence balances timing and messaging to maximize recovery of lost sales. Now, let's talk about putting everything we've learned into action with a clear, repeatable workflow for your copywriting efforts. First, start by auditing your current copy. This means reviewing your recent campaigns and paying close attention to key elements like subject lines, hooks, calls to action, and any weaker spots that could be improved. This step helps you understand where you stand and identify quick wins. Next, define your brand voice. Take the time to document the tone, specific word choices, and messaging guidelines that reflect your brand personality. This ensures consistency across all your communications and makes it easier for your whole team to write with the same voice. Then, set up A/B tests. Begin by testing one variable at a time, such as subject lines or calls to action, to truly understand what resonates best with your audience. Controlled testing helps you make data-driven decisions rather than guessing. Finally, measure the results and iterate. Track your metrics closely to learn what's working and what isn't. Then use these insights to refine your next email send. This continuous improvement cycle is key to increasing your email conversion rates over time. By turning this module into a structured workflow, you'll make your copywriting process more efficient and effective, leading to consistently high-performing emails. To wrap up Module 3 on copywriting for high-converting emails, let's revisit the key takeaways. First, crafting compelling subject lines is crucial. Combining curiosity with specificity significantly boosts open rates. Personalization matters too. Relevance stems from understanding your audience through segmentation, behavior, and context. When it comes to your message, use the problem, agitate, solve framework. Clearly name the pain point, intensify its impact, and then offer a solution. For call to actions, keep it simple and focused. One clear action is much more effective than multiple competing choices. Mobile optimization is essential since many users read emails on their devices. Concise copy and easy-to-scan layouts improve engagement. Finally, continuous testing is key. Keep refining your approach to maximize opens, clicks, and conversions. These principles together create powerful, high-converting email campaigns.